I'm riding with Biden, baby. Yeah, until you actually hear what he said, then you might quite literally want to give old Joe some shotgun action.
Worldwide exclusive.
Really? Wow.
I'm Omni
boy.
Horowitz, and Democrats will have you believe that President Trump is a raging racist and Joe Biden is a champion of the black community. Well, I'm here in Harlem to find out by playing America's favorite game, Is This Racist? So I hit the streets to find some Biden-supporting Democrats to play the game. Let's go. Okay, the game is this. I'm gonna give you a quote, and you're gonna tell me how racist that quote is, from 10 being most racist, 1 being least racist.
I've been around. I went to all-white high school, so I'm ready for this.
Referring to Barack Obama, he said, first mainstream African-American who is bright, articulate, and clean.
Oh.
How racist.
10.
Who is bright,
The first bright, he's not
articulate,
even all black.
and clean.
Yeah, that's up there. That's like gotta be like a 10, a 9. Yeah, because it's like you're implying that most black people, most African Americans aren't that way.
That's just like, that was just like, moderate racist.
It's kind of racist. I would say probably 9.
Just because somebody's articulate and clean and they happen to be black, that's not a reason to say it like that. So, I would say
Agreed.
that on a scale
On the
of
racist-o-meter,
8.
That was a 7.
a 7.
Yeah.
So still racist,
That's still
Yeah.
real.
but not crazy racist.
Yeah, not crazy, like, not huge.
Right.
I give him that.
That's like a 9.
That's a 9. Wow.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
So he said, if you don't vote for me, talking about black people, then you ain't black.
10.
You don't vote for me, you're not black. I'm gonna say
Don't think too hard on it.
that one.
Yes.
Definitely not as high as the other one.
Okay.
It's definitely up there,
Yeah.
but I would say that's like a 6-7.
A 6-7.
6.5.
6.5. I like that. I like the accuracy on that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? If you say somebody isn't black, if they don't vote for you, you're saying that's wrong on so many different levels. Both of them, I'd say both of them are a 10. As sensitive as society is nowadays, if Donald Trump would have said any of those things, if Donald Trump, 45 himself, would have said any of those, MSDNC, CNN, all the major news networks would have spun it, put it all across, breaking news. All the narratives would have been flipped. Trump is racist, racist-o-meter. 10 wouldn't be high enough. So you got to hold the same standard across the board. That's a 10, both of them. I can understand how you could say one or the other, maybe an 8 or a 9, but you got to hold the same level of expectancy across the board. Racist is racist. You can't come at somebody's color if they don't vote for you. You can't come at somebody's color based on how clean or articulate and say that it's just wrong. You keep the same thing across the board.
And for someone to imply that is a bit like, who are you to tell me if I'm black or not? So yeah, I'd say that's about a 10.
I'm gonna give that a 8.
An 8.
That's just a dumbass comment, right?
Referring to inner city busing,
off the
bringing
wall,
black
Joe.
people to white schools, he said that would create a racial jungle. I don't want my kids going to a racial jungle. How racist
said
is
that?
It's like a 9.
By doing that, you're creating racial jungles. And I don't want my children
That's a 10.
going to race. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Spot, off the
I
bat.
was bust. I understand that. That's a 10.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I would say
You
10.
really said that.
That's a reader racist quote.
Yeah.
How racist?
Definitely. I would say 10 too.
10.
That's a 10.
Why would you say
Thank you.
something like that? That's like pretty much saying that's a jet.
If you had a 20, it would be a 20.
That was, that
My
was
man.
as racist as you can get.
Amen.
In a book, like if you want to be racist, you gotta say that line.
Like, who said that?
That's one of those racism for dummies books. That's got to be one of those first intros, the epilogue. That's one of those right there, like racial jungle. Come on now, you,
Right.
Joe, Joe.
In
I'm not
referring
surprised,
to
though.
inner Baltimore, he said it's a rat-infested hellhole.
No color involved.
That's 100% true. It is.
So
They
not
was
a-
more a lot.
So
Just
not
tell
a
it like
racist
it
statement.
is.
Not a racist statement at all.
Like in one.
You're living in poverty and your schools are no good. Is that a racist statement?
No. Not not whatsoever.
I would say probably 1.
Can it be nothing?
Look at 3. That's true. See, these are facts. So you can't put it in a racist category because he's stating something that's really basically facts.
Let's bring it back because that's Trump saying that, and the media would twist those. They wouldn't show that Joe Biden was a shh. Joe said it. This is a leftist agenda right here. Shh, quiet. But Trump said it all. You blast it, twist it, fill in here and there just to make it sound way more preposterous than it is. Come on now.
Our inner cities are a disaster. Is that a racist statement?
Not
But
in the
it's
slightest.
not racist. I would say probably 2.
Been like that forever.
Okay.
Why are these? Why? Like, why are these any numbers at all? The racist-o-meter. We're not talking about whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, but there's no hint of racism in these statements that Trump said. None whatsoever. So 0. You can't rank it. That's what it should be. Not a 1, not a 2, not just trying to find some racism interlaced in between. It's either there or it's not. Come on now. Hold the same standard.
I don't feel it's a racist statement. It is something that's real that needs to be changed.
Probably, I would put that 0.
The quote about Barack
Thank you.
Obama being bright, articulate, and clean, Joe Biden.
What? Oh, Joe, Grandpa, he said that?
Wow. And that was his VP. Like, wow.
Threw him straight under the
Yeah, a little
bus.
surprised?
Yeah.
The quote about you ain't black, you don't vote for me was Joe Biden.
He said that?
He did say that.
Yes, he did, man.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
He seemed blown away.
Yeah, because it's just like, as someone who's, I'm not gonna lie, an open Democrat, like, you would expect that when you represent that party, you wouldn't feel comfortable saying things like that in the open and on media. So when you have so many people, specifically black people, that are backing you, and you just felt comfortable saying something like that.
Saying you don't vote for me, you ain't a black person, Joe Biden.
Yeah, he did say that. I remember
That was
that.
viral. Yeah.
Do you support him?
Joe
Is the
Biden
question.
again. Joe Biden said to Charlemagne the God.
Wow.
And the last
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, this guy right here, I don't listen to much rap music anymore at all, just because I've kind of changed my ways. This is a little off track, but he looks like Mos Def. Now, I know real rap fans out there have been around for a while. I was born in '95, so I'm not that old, but that he looks like Mos Def. That's a
Joe
compliment
Biden
for
again.
me. That's
Joe Biden
Mos Def is that
said
guy.
to Charlemagne the God.
Him.
Wow.
And the last quote about the racial jungle with busing
Random tangent.
was Joe Biden.
It makes me fearful.
Everybody knows that Joe Biden's racist. Why?
Does everybody know that?
I think you should know that.
I
Joe
didn't
Biden
say
was
it.
3 times president and he's racist. He never won unless it was an actual black person on his ticket. So
Because most people were shocked to hear those quotes that came from Joe Biden.
Really?
Yeah, most people here did not know
Sad.
that.
it's very sad.
You think
Yes,
the Democratic
facts.
Party has taken
Very
the
sad.
black vote for granted?
Definitely. 100%.
They want our vote, but it's not nothing being done to make a difference as far as the conditions and the changes that we really need. It goes to a deaf ear. It's like nobody's listening to what needs to be done.
I feel like they come in and do a photo op and try to highlight it instead of really fixing the issue. Because later on down the line, you get in office, you turn your back on us.
Of course, everything has always been for years.
I would say somewhat. I might also say that when
Just
they
holding
really
on, just as long as you can. Just why not
that's
change
when
it
they
up?
come to us.
Right.
And after that, hey, you don't see them.
Of course
Nope.
they do. They only use it for their gain when they trying to win an election.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely feel that way. I find that when black people, when it's time to vote, they kind of like go to the black community like, we have your vote, we have your back, right? And black people are like, yeah, and then it's
But
like,
where are
as
they
soon
in
as,
between?
You know, the
They in-
vote's done and you have
where are they in
it,
between?
It's like you drop us like a hot sack of potatoes and you just like walk away from us. It's like you don't do anything for our communities, you don't do anything for like us in general.
Most of the time, they don't do what they're supposed to do for black people.
They're
So
politicians.
it's like no matter what, they're gonna vote for us anyway because that's how we're conditioned to vote for Democrats.
You say Barack Obama did anything to improve your life over
No.
that 8 years?
No, not at all. He did nothing for me.
In the 8 years he was president, do you think he made
Almost
a
a whole
significant
decade.
improvement in your
progress.
day-to-day life?
No,
me.
Did your lives get better under Barack
None
Obama?
of them have improved our
The only
lives.
thing that-
or
the only thing that
mother's
improved
lives,
was that a
her
black
mother's
man was in
life,
the
or
office.
her mother's life.
And that does nothing for you. That's
Not quite. We was happy to see a black person in the White House,
Sure.
but it didn't really. There
woohoo.
was
And
no
what came up?
change that we expected. He said, yes, we can.
More black people actually died in America when he became president.
During his term.
During the first term and everything.
But in Barack Obama days, he was just
You won't see that stat on the news, though. You won't see those stats on the news at all. Nothing. Not a glimpse of it will be in sight.
White House,
Not a trace.
But it didn't really. There was no big change that we expected. He said, yes, we can.
More black people actually died in America when he became president.
During his term.
During the first term and everything.
But in Barack Obama days, he was just sweet talking.
Just jive talking. That's what he was doing.
That was it.
Buttering it
Black
up.
person in office, so we automatically just run to it and say it's a good thing
Right.
when it's not. Obama wasn't a good person. He has killed children and women.
But he didn't deliver.
So you're saying in the inner cities, right?
Yeah,
Democrats are being voted for, nothing's being changed.
correct.
So you're implying that we should vote for Republicans in those cities and see if there's going to be a difference?
That's what the
Why
Republicans are
not?
saying.
That's what they're saying.
For sure.
If something's not working, like, someone's got to be open to new ideas, obviously. But let's hear these ideas first. Why not?
Oh my goodness. There's so many different points you could take that. But first, let me go ahead and stop that, gather my thoughts. Deep breath. Insanity. That's what keeps coming to mind, just glaring facts. Insanity. Like Albert Einstein said, if you keep repeating the same thing over and over and getting the same results and something's not changing, that's the definition of insanity. I know that's not word for word, but you get the premise. Poop, no matter how you graph it up, you could have Pablo Picasso himself draw up paint up a beautiful picture of poop. At the end of the day, it's still poop, and that's what you keep getting with these Democratic elections. You know what I'm saying? With these Democratic nominees, I don't care if they're black, I don't care if they're white, if they're green, they're purple. If they tell you one thing and when they run and they get your vote, they get elected and they don't follow through, nothing has changed, nothing is elevated, progressed, they've done none of their promises in 8 years like Obama did. Why do we keep electing these people? We saying, I've been on the left side. I grew up on the left side. Extreme leftist household. Didn't grow up in the church. None of that. Until I grew up, until my wife was blessed, presented in front of me, and now I've been shown what truth is, what was really going on. The evils that are on the left. Abortion, gun rights. They want to take all your guns away so that they can have all the power. At the end of the day, bad people are going to get guns no matter what. Guns don't kill people. Evil people kill people. You know what I'm saying? And most of these gun deaths are juveniles. You know what I'm saying? Killing each other. So bad and irresponsible is gonna find a way to do evil, no matter what. Abortion, it's a life. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you chop it up, like once that semen is conceived, like that once those eggs get together, that's a life. You can't kill that. Millions and millions and millions, tens of millions of babies since Roe v. Wade have been extinct. You know, butchered, murdered. For what? But for convenience, for you being irresponsible. I understand rape is a thing, but at the end of the day, like, are you telling me that if a child was sitting next to me, 2-year-old child or 4-year-old child standing next to me, conceived from rape, you saying that I got the right to kill her, that you got the right to kill her? Or you would look at it differently. There's no right to kill babies. None of that. And that's a lot of the things that the leftists promote. These things that Joe Biden blatantly said, if they would have led with Joe Biden said these, people would just shut it off, because there's no way my buttered up, just tell me all the things I want to hear candidate said these things, but they did. And then when they finally told him, like, Joe Biden said these things, Trump said these things. Trump said facts. He's not a politician. That's why people hated him, because he uncovered and revealed all the evil and the demonic things going on behind closed doors. By no means am I saying Trump is a perfect president. He's not really, he's not a Christian man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the ways he lives is not very Christian oriented. He's been known to spout off at the mouth. He's been known to act on emotion, but out of some of those spout offs, out of some of those outbursts and things like that, he said and touched on things that were never unveiled to society, things that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but they needed that. They needed the truth. Candace Owens actually said this about Trump from 2016. She said, one of the most profound things Trump said to the black community during his 2016 run when he ran for office. He said, "What do you have to lose?" Talking to the black community. He did a few things specifically aimed at helping black communities, like the opportunity zones, prison reform, long-term financing for traditionally black colleges. His main focus was getting a healthy economy to benefit all Americans at the end of the day. Now there's nothing racist about that. He wants us all to thrive. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what I know the answer. I know we need to start voting Republican. I'm not saying just because it's a Republican candidate, they're the best one for the job, but you got to think these people on the left are evil. These people on the left, I grew up this way. I grew up being swayed that this was the way to go, and it's not. It's so far gone. It's ridiculous, and we need to stop allowing these coercions and all these politicians to sway our vote and tell us all the things you want to hear, but if they can't deliver on it, then at the end of the day, it's ridiculous. It's nonsense. Try something different. Try something different. Go a different way. If you've been walking in evil, you've been walking in sin for this long, and you haven't gotten the results that you want, I say this all the time. Why not give Jesus a try? You know what I'm saying? I say right, left, we need to look up. And most of the time when you look up, when you look to Jesus, a lot of those values that Jesus instilled in his followers and his disciples is gonna lean right. You know what I'm saying? Pro-life, that leans right. All these abortion laws and things like that people want to allow abortion all the way up until the baby is born. Sometimes they want to even push it to where after the baby is born and on earth, a living, breathing person on the same earth that you walk on, people on the left side want to kill that baby and give you the right to kill baby. Nobody has the right to kill. Nobody has the right to do any of that. It's insane. It's ludicrous. Look up. Pray to the good Lord. I know he's always going to lay out the best plan. He's going to work it all together for the greater good. But if you really truly look up and you start looking at that good book, the basic instructions before leaving earth, I can guarantee you it's going to lean right. I can guarantee you that freedom, that love, that peace is going to lean to the right. Now, I'm not saying the right is perfect by no means. It's flawed, just like all of us. I'm a sinner. You're a sinner. That's why we need Jesus. And we need to start getting people in office that actually deliver on what they say and not try to just sway your vote based on color, sway your vote based on this and that, and not deliver on any of those promises. They're open-ended, just nonsense. In one ear, out the other. And it's very sad that a lot of our youth are so ignorant and fed this wrongful narrative that they don't know anything about who to vote for. They vote for what sounds good, not what actually shows up as real good in the world. I'm praying for y'all, man. I'm praying for this world. Let me know any of your thoughts down below, what you think Joe Biden meant by any of these. If you took it a different direction, let me know down below. Any thoughts? I'm always open for discussion. I love y'all. Subscribe, like, notification bell if you're new. Let me know anything else I gotta check out as far as Joe Biden things, political, religious, whatever it is. I'm open to growth. I'm open to conversation, and these things need to be discussed as adults. So I'm open for it. I'm ready. So I love y'all. I'm praying for you for right now. Godspeed. I'm going.